Hey everyone, I'm finally back from my adventures this summer all over the place and back to crafting this week. We have Vacation Bible School at our church in Peace River, and we have 40 kids attending, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's pirate theme. So my family has been dressing up as pirates every day, and I'm going to show you a card that I did or prepped for 40 VBS kids and completed 15 on top of that as thank you cards for all the volunteers. And it's going to be a treasure chest card, which is kind of fun and unique. And I hope you like it. And what we're going to do is start with, I'm going to go straight from the beginning. We have an 8.5 by 11 regular size piece of paper. Now, some of the tools that I'm going to use for this you may not have, but you can cut out the shapes and make do without. Alright, so we're going to cut this in half at 5.5, so half long way down like this, at 5.5. And then we're going to cut one of the halves in half again at 4.25. Okay, got that. So the pieces we're going to need are the half a page and then the quarter page for this card. So I cut it to the side. And I'm going to take this piece and put it through my new Cuttlebug, which I got as a birthday gift. And no, it's not my birthday yet, but I opened it up early anyways. So it's over here. You can see what I'm doing. It's supposed to stick to surfaces, but my table is not exactly smooth, so it can't really suction to it. So I found this in the UK. Can't really find it anywhere else for some reason. And it's a wood grain folder, which I just love for embossing, and it gives me the perfect look for my treasure chest. So you put your paper in the folder, put the folder in your sandwich, put the sandwich through your Cuttlebug. Okay, and because it's not locked down, I need some pressure to keep it from moving. It's a lot easier if you're on a proper surface. So normally I do it in another spot. Come on! There we go. Alright, so hopefully you can see this now. Done with the Cuttlebug. Check this out. Isn't that fabulous? It's going to give the treasure chest the most authentic look. Okay, so that's going to be the front of the card. Now the other piece is our main card, so we're going to now score that. I have this Martha Stewart scoreboard here. And I'm going to score at 2 1/4 without ripping through, and at 6 1/2. Okay? So 2 1/4 in on this side and 2 in on the other side for our score lines, and then we're going to fold those in as our flaps for the treasure chest. Okay, so we'll set that aside. That's our main part of the card, and we're going to take the front, and we have to cut it now to fit the front of our card. So I'm just going to cut that at 2 1/4. I do this properly. And we have our two pieces, okay, our top and our bottom. So the next step is to put some corners on it, and I found this fabulous Martha Stewart punch for 50 cents at Walmart on clearance, and I love it. So I'm just going to punch 4 corner pieces with this out of black, okay, and you can see they stay in there, but it gives you a corner tab. So you're going to take your piece, short piece here, and I'm going to end up putting it on the bottom. So let's tip this down so you can see what I'm doing, and grab some glue. My good, fabulous tacky glue, which I should have put in there upside down. Come on out. Put a little glue on there, and stick it in the corner. Okay, so we're going to do that just on the 2 corners, 2 bottom corners Whoops, need some light here. Okay, 2 bottom corners of this piece and the 2 bottom corners of the other piece. On the side. And there. And our last piece here. It's a little tedious. When I was doing this for the 15 thank you cards, I did thankfully convince my hubby to come down and do some of these corners because it was a lot. Okay, so we have now these 2 pieces and we're going to put them onto our main card. So what I do, I use my tacky glue, you can use whatever, and I put these corners, you see, facing the center of the card, just like so. And then these corners, too much glue here, facing or touching the bottom corners of the card itself here. Now I got tacky glue all over my fingers. I should have done it with the glue runner. Alright, so here we have what is beginning to look like a treasure chest, okay? So what I'm going to take real quick is the corner rounder, pardon me, and round it like a rounded treasure chest. Wish I had a deeper corner cutter, would take more off. If you have one, that's what I would suggest. This thing is pretty dull. There we go. So we got the corners rounded on top. What we need next is a keyhole. And all I've done is cut out this shape here, and then I take my 3/4 hole punch and go ahead and punch a hole in the top of that. Okay, then I take my scissors and I'm just going to cut down and out little bottom like that. I think I need a little bit more taken off over here. Okay, so there you have the keyhole. Now I'm going to use the extra little piece of this, and I'm going to glue this on and recut it out so that there's actually not a hole shown. I'm going to use my tacky glue again. VBS, they actually use pop can tabs instead of cutting out this keyhole, which made it a lot quicker and I think a little more cool for the kids to have that dimension and that sparkle of the silver. But for the thank you cards, I did it this way. Okay, so I just cut around the shape again. Oops. Put some glue there. Okay, so there's your keyhole. So now here's the card. My stuff to the side here. And I'm going to just put glue on the top half of my keyhole. Like this. And there you have the treasure chest card. Now I did take it a step further and cut out keys with my silhouette machine. And here is one of the keys that I cut out. And then I took a hole punch and punched at the top corner of my card. Just a little hole like that. Then I took a little piece of where could I find the end of my string and fed it through the hole and fed it through the key. Gave it a quick granny knot. Which I always do wrong the first try. Okay, and then clearly cut too much of this. Snipped off the excess. And I had this little key. Sorry about that. To tuck into the card. Just like that. And then I stamped thank you on the inside right here. And then I was thinking of all these corny things you could say, like, you were key to the success of our program, and what a treasure you are, and those kinds of little teasy things. But I love how the card turned out. I love how it looks like a treasure chest and has the extra special little key there. And I hope that you can somehow attempt something similar. Of course, you may not have the embossing folder, but you may be able to just draw lines, wooden lines, or even straight lines that look like planks. I have done that, and that looks pretty good too. So I hope you may get some use out of this fun card. We certainly did at VBS, and on my blog at scraphappycat.blogspot.com you can check out some pictures of our church all decorated for VBS. It was pretty amazing. I only helped out a few minutes, but a lot of people put a lot of work into it, and it's worth checking out. So check out my blog for more pictures of the card and for pictures of our high seas adventure. Till next week, see you later.